Hey guys, it's JC. I'm going to do a little channeled message for the collective and see what comes out. This may not be your message, this might be. So hopefully someone gets the message that they need. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. I'm JC. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and psychic. And if you're returning to my channel, hello. Sending all my love. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you also for all the orders. I still have a lot of people emailing me for orders, but you can go on my Etsy shop. And if you haven't followed me on TikTok and you're on there, go ahead and follow me there. So I was drawn to pull from 2 different oracle decks, and then I'm gonna get into a little tarot. So you ready? Here we go. What is the collective? What is this message going to be about? The Moonology cards are pretty awesome. No, these aren't it. I said no, sorry. If I'm going on feeling, I feel like it's something, I don't know, I'm getting like believe in the impossible, but you have to have a self-confidence about something. So we'll see. That's intuitively what I feel. It's not the cards coming out. Some of you, I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. You could be Leos. Spirit, what is this reading going to be about for the collective? What channeled message do you want to come through? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Show me one more. Yeah, I know it had something to do with confidence, and look at the bigger picture. Full moon and Sagittarius. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you are worrying. I think you're overthinking and worrying. We had nothing will come of the situation at the bottom. I don't think it's a situation at hand. I think that a lot of you are putting way too much thoughts and brain power when you need to look at the bigger picture on something here. You are good enough. Some of you are kind of instilling your own self-limiting beliefs in whatever this is for, and we'll find out more. Look at the bigger picture. I feel like a lot of you are being drawn either to something or someone. I feel like whoever resonates with this or will, you already know where you want to shoot the arrow, okay, basically. But I feel like there's something with you are good enough and the full moon in Virgo, and I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys, but you guys are perfectionists. And sometimes there's no, you can keep perfecting things, but you're keeping yourself analysis and paralysis because you're trying to just dial in every little detail. I love Virgos, okay? A couple of my best friends are Virgos. My mom's a Virgo, okay? But I feel like the overthinking, it actually is covering up for, with this, you are good enough. I feel like a lot of you are over perfecting something when you know where you're going to shoot the arrow. I just keep getting, you already know where the arrow, which way you want to shoot it. But I think that there is something that's holding you back, and I feel like it's yourself in some way, or you're trying to over perfect every little detail when really you just need to go for it. That's an intuitive message from what I'm already getting. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? There's a lot of hands in this picture. Maybe some of you are too busy, or you feel like you're too busy, or there's either that or I'm getting too many hands in the pot, which can also, I just get a lot of overthinking. A lot of you are overthinking when you know where you want to go, you know what direction it's in, but you're either trying to overplan or you're holding yourself back in some way. And it's mentally. I'm also getting that you're being pulled in a lot of different directions. Yeah, see, there's a lot of hands trying to grab her. And she's like, you can only go so many ways. We have Arama. Where are you being called to journey to? Probably wherever this isn't, because this looks intense. I'd be like, get away from me. Get away from me. I'm shooting my own arrow. I'm attaching myself to it to get the fuck out of here. Right? Sorry. If you're new to my channel, I probably say a lot of curse words. Let's clarify. Ready? Actually, I want to pull from one more oracle deck. No, not that one. Show me one more, but because I feel like this is a lot of situations. I feel like the general energy is a lot of you know where you want to go, but you're either trying to meticulously work through the details to a point of where you're feeling stuck, or you're doing that because it's like a deeper thing. It's almost like a fear of launching the arrow. You know where you want it to go. It's like you've practiced archery, you've dialed in, you've gained the skills, but with you are good enough here. Look, attachments at the bottom of the deck. There's something you still need to let go of, and I feel like it's your whatever's holding you back. I feel like a lot of you are putting too much detail into something, or honing on details that's one, sucking your energy, and two, it's actually a cover for you. There's some either insecurities or self-limiting beliefs that are kind of like below the surface, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. I also think you have a lot of outside factors that are affecting you from making whatever decision this is, and you have to take it how it resonates. I do kind of want to know more about, just so, because some of you could be like, that resonates, but let's see what's more. What area in life, or what else can you tell me? Broken heart. Yeah, some of you are afraid to move forward if this is a connection. I don't know. I'm feeling like a lot of different energy here. I feel like this is kind of a very general, but it can this message can be applied in a lot of different ways. Brokenhearted. I feel like with you are good enough, and then this came out for brokenhearted. I feel like that just validates what I just said. There's something that's holding you back, and it's you. It could be because maybe you're afraid. I don't think it's just of a broken heart. I feel like failure, and whatever this is, I think that you've done a lot of work behind it. Whatever this is, there could be a fear of failure, and trying, like, I just getting a lot of you could be like earth signs and wanting to have everything perfected and very like to the finest details, and when you need to just shoot that arrow and hope for the best. I'm not saying don't have a plan. I think a lot of you do have a plan, but even when you have a plan, and that's the thing, you spent all this time on all these little meticulous details, and whatever, because I'm getting like it's a launch of something. Whatever you're doing, I think you've done enough research. You're just holding yourself back out of fear. That's rest and rejuvenate. Some of you need to take a break from it and stimulate yourself in other ways. If this is a project that you're working on, or maybe a business, I feel like you've been too engulfed in it, and that's why you're also going down a rabbit hole of thinking too much. I've done that. And guess what? It doesn't get you anywhere, and it drains your energy, and then it makes you feel worse about yourself. So as someone who does that, because you get so saturated in things sometimes, or just hyper focused, you think that you have to have everything kind of planned out, when even if you plan everything out, sometimes you have to wing it. Sometimes you can't. You're not going to be able to control everything in the way that it's supposed to go. you know, and that's why you learn from it. And you're like, oh, well, we spent way too much time on that little tiny detail when we, you know, lesson learned. Rest and rejuvenate. Some of you need to walk away for a minute. If this is a project you have been spending so many hours on, look at the bottom. We have the thinking woman. Too much thinking. You're doing too much thinking and it's keeping you stuck. And I feel like it's because of other things. And some of you are just so engulfed and so super focused on things, and then you're torn in every other area of your life, and you have everyone's opinion coming in, or because I feel, like I said, I feel like it's a very wide message. I feel like there's a lot of people that have tried to maybe give you advice on something or tell you what you should be doing, or there's a lot of hands in the pot, and when you really just need to regain balance within yourself and be like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you need to take a break, but right now, this is a lot of energy you're surrounded by. And this person's just trying to find balance and peace. Trying to find balance and peace. Going within, just kind of being within your own energy. Rest and rejuvenation. I also think some of you need to take a break, maybe from, if this is a project you've been working on and you've just been like pounding day in, day out, not sleeping, not taking care of yourself, and just overthinking to the point of where it is also energetically exhausting you. It's time you need to step out of that realm. Because as somebody who has like a creative business, sometimes you get so honed in on one project and then you're spending all this time, energetic time in one space when you really need to get up and move around and go, because that's where you get inspiration as well. So I do think a lot of you need to move, and I think a lot of you, not physically, some of you maybe, and some of you need to kind of just get out. I'm hearing get out of the noise, because you know where you're going, and you could, others of you need to get out of your head. Show me, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, yin and yang, balance. Angel of Strength, number 50. This is number 22. There's definitely a need for balance, because all these hands trying to grab at you is not balanced. It's stressful. It's stressing me out. If some of you have kind of experienced a heartbreak or something that was heartbreaking, maybe I'm just not getting too much love, but you just have to take it how it resonates. Some of you probably tried to get an idea off the ground and it didn't work or something, and you took a break and you're ready to go for it, but you have, I'm getting like you have, this is super specific. You're having a lot of people wanting to be like, well, you already did that, and then all these other people who are trying to help you, but really you need to kind of be like, okay, you need to kind of think about it yourself, or your team, or somebody you're working on it with, and then just take time out from your daily things to just be in your own head. Why at the same time getting out of your own head and not overthinking things, because I just feel like there's a big problem of stagnancy here. You're spending too much time and you're not getting out, and you're not literally physically moving around and putting yourself in other environments, which creates overthinking. Instead of being like, you know what, I want to shoot, I know I want that arrow to go over there. Let it go. Let it go. The yin and yang. It's kind of like, and I'm getting with the yin and yang too, it's kind of like, it's like an old saying, you have like an angel and a devil on the shoulder, right? And the devil's like, do it, shoot the arrow, shoot it, let her go, let it rip. And the angel's like, or vice versa, the devil's like, no, you're not good enough, it's not good enough, you didn't put enough time into it, you shouldn't be careless, blah, 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 you're being stupid. And then the angel's like, go for it, blah, blah, blah. yeah, just let it go. Let it go. Everything. You put so much love into it. And I feel like there needs to bring balance into whatever this is. And like I said, I don't feel like this is a relationship. And for some of you, it could be. For some of you, you've just been dealing, if those of you, you're in a relationship or you want to be in a relationship, I feel like maybe you've already kind of met someone that you kind of see the big picture with, and you're holding yourself up back because you have some insecurities or you've been heartbroken in the past, and maybe some of you have been alone for a while and you're kind of just, because the woman in Sagittarius is this archer's arrow is kind of like the arrow of Cupid, you know? It has a lot of energy, exploration. Sagittarius are very high energy, very fun, you know? And maybe in the past there was a lot of other people that were kind of involved in either your relationships or your dating life, and I feel like you need to just cut that up. Bring balance. Have strength. But I feel like a lot of you, this is like a project or something that you're working on, or maybe a business that you wanted to start. Contract and financial constraints. Yeah, maybe this is something that you want to relaunch, but you did it before and it wasn't successful, you know? Yeah, I feel like a lot of you did try to launch something and it wasn't successful, but you're trying to revamp it in a way and you're just overthinking it. I'm getting like you need to do like more market research or just kind of put stuff out there, and then you just need to start throwing stuff out there. And I think that's a lot of you, if you're influencers or you're trying to be influencers or you're trying to market a product. I'm getting a lot of businesses. It's very specific, but have the strength and courage. But there needs to be more balance in your own life and your personal life. And everybody wants their hands in the pot, but push them away, just like this girl. Okay? I do want to pull some tarot. Give me 3 cards, Spirit, on what are we talking about here? I don't think this is, it could be love. For the general collective, the Emperor. Yeah, take charge. Conquer that shit. See that Emperor? Look at him. He's got a freaking machine gun. Not that you should have a machine gun. Don't get that. But this is like somebody, one, you wouldn't mess with. You know why? Because the Emperor's no bullshit. He's got that Aries energy. One, the entrepreneur spirit, but he also conquers things. The Emperor is strategic in the way he does it. He's very strategic. He's very even methodical, but he knows when to take the action that he has to take action on, when he has to take it. You know, number 4, Aries energy. The number 4 is very a balance, stability, having balance. You have the yin and yang right here, balance. With the Aries energy, Aries usually kind of leap before they look, and because they're not afraid to. And they're led usually by their intuition. You know, sometimes you just have to jump, and which sometimes can make Aries people impulsive. But the reason why is because there's something that triggers them. They're like, no, I really think this is the right thing. And sometimes it's not. But as, you know, an Aries person gets older, they learn. They kind of learn. But the Emperor knows when he has to take the bigger risks, and he's willing to take the bigger risks when he feels like it's right, when he has had a plan, when he has built a kingdom. You know, not to say that you have to build a kingdom, but there's a reason why intuitively he's like, no, I feel like this is the right thing and I just have to go for it. And that's how he becomes the emperor, because he conquers that. He conquers the fear within him. So yeah, I have the 8 of Cups at the bottom. It says walking towards something you're happy. Walking towards something you're happy. The Sun. Look at these guys. They're playing instruments. The Sun. There's a lot of fire energy. The Emperor is in Aries. The Sun is the Leo energy, which is also, Leos put themselves out there. They're not afraid to, you know, kind of, they're lions. They're majestic. They're not afraid to strut their stuff. And I feel like with the you are good enough, I feel like you just need to strut your stuff. Be the Emperor and be like, we're owning it. We're going to put it out there. And with the Sun, if it's something that really makes you happy too, because I think this is something that's, you're very emotionally connected to it. It's part of who you are. You're very, very passionate about this because, one, you got a lot of fire here. Aries and Leo, they're very passionate people. They kind of lead with their own heart. That's why Aries takes the impulses and Leo just has, Leos usually have, not to say that nobody else has a big heart, but Leos kind of go with that courage and strength and kind of go with their heart. And they're like, no, we're just going to walk proud, whatever it is. Show me more. Okay, so they said take those, but not these. Okay. So we have the 9 of Swords, which I told you earlier, a lot of you are just overthinking. Up in your head. Look at this person. Look at them. Get out of that. Be the Emperor. You know, be the Sun. And 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to regrow something. Some of you, this is the 2nd or 3rd time, but it's something you're very passionate about and something that you really want to expand. But I can't help but even just look, like the seeds that he's planting, they're kind of, they're skulls, which is, skulls to me is like kind of rebirth, you know? And you're watering them and you planted them and now they're starting to sprout. But now you're just, it's just like you're overthinking too much. Or you're letting too many people interfere in this. We have the King of Swords. That's right. You need to cut the shit out. Cut him out. Cut it out. Cut it out. The King of Swords is also somebody who is very analytical, logical, makes sharp decisions, you know. He's also very intuitive. The King of Swords is extremely intuitive. He's not the most emotional. So the thing is, like, I think you should have the heart to keep going. But when it comes to decision making, whatever this is, if you're, one, get out of your head. The King of Swords is like, I did a little bit of research and we're just going to make that decision. We're just going to go for it, right? I'm also getting communicate clearly off the King of Swords. Maybe there's something in the way that you're presenting whatever this is that needs to be a little bit more clear on the communication level. So let's get some cards. Hopefully this is a very specific message. So let me know if it resonates with anyone. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Wow. 10 of Swords is kind of like the ending of something, the beginning of something else, but the ending was not... I'm surprised the Fool didn't come out, to be honest with you. Ace of Wands. Clear by the 10 of Swords. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ace of Swords and the Empress. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. There's that balance. Some of you, it could be a person. I just don't get that. I think it's a balance. The yin and yang is a balance of masculine and feminine energy. You need to balance your logical side with your heart. because I do think there is a big emotional involvement in whatever this is. And you're kind of keeping yourself kind of stuck a little bit because you're in your head, or you're kind of like honing too much on what didn't work out. The Ace of Swords suggests that you will have clarity, victory, triumph. Some of you might even have a new idea or an aha moment. But you have to bring yourself back into balance. Even with the Angel of Strength, you have a beast and then an angel. Two very different things. The yin and yang, the masculine and the feminine. Because whatever this is going to be very successful. And I'm not just saying that, I feel it. But there definitely needs to be more balance, and I think there's a lot of fear going on here. And you can learn from past things, but don't let it affect how you move forward. Because this is a new cycle. What is done in the past. If it's something you're kind of relaunching, and if you have to take time out to kind of reinvent it. But this time, I feel like don't let so many people interfere in what you're doing. If they don't understand it, as long as you understand it and you know where you're going and you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, obviously, I feel like you need to just believe in your own path and what you're supposed to do. And that's what brings the sun. And that's how you go from the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Kind of a rough energy, I'm not gonna lie. Not rough, I don't want to say rough. I just think there's been a lot of obstacles in whatever this is. But I think you should not listen to other people unless you seek their advice or help, or it's someone that you are inspired by. But if everyone's gonna throw their 2 cents in, everyone wants to tell you what you should do with your life or your business, like how you should approach this. But I think that's when you need to build the strength and the courage. But there needs to be more of this King of Swords. Your heart can lead you and be like, I know this is right for me. And your gut should do that too. But I think there needs to be more discernment in how you move forward. Like I said, I'm still getting like a communication kind of thing. Of how you communicate, you can shift the way, or maybe just even, I don't know, there needs to be like some kind of shift, but it needs to be a balance. But don't give up, because the Ace of Swords, it's going to come to you. And I do think that you are going to be very successful at this, or this is going to be a victory. But don't hold yourself back. And don't let other people tell you what you should do. Find balance in yourself, and everything else will kind of fall into place. I know it's hard to hear. And get out of your own head. Okay. And that is your message. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helps someone. Leave me in the comments if this resonated with anybody. This is extremely specific, and it gets kind of deep. So hopefully I can help someone. Okay, bye.